I'll ask her if she's ever seen Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. And if she says yes, you need to talk to Steve because he's fucking dying.
Hello, my name is Steve.
And I'm David.
And you are listening to Anime Plus, where we are talking about Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. Preemptive before today's episode, we finally have the second and third movies of the Rascal Does Not Dream franchise available legally in English. They are both available, as with everything else, on Crunchyroll. So if you have not done so yet, and you have not seen them at all, given the only chance you had to see them legally was a year and a half ago when they both played in theaters in America over a weekend. So go check out Rascal Does Not Dream of a Sister Venturing Out and Rascal Does Not Dream of a Knapsack Kid, because it's pertinent to things that are happening in Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus.
Just because there's flashbacks to it in this episode.
Yes, I thought they did a good job of doing a little bit of refresher reminder.
Yes.
But if you didn't know what was going on, you're missing a lot of context. So we catch up with Sakuta at school, and the nurse from the previous episode, Akagi, uses Sakuta's mortal enemy, Kamisoto, to make contact with him. So Sakuta and Akagi officially reconnect with each other for the first time since middle school. We get a bit of a look at the struggles Sakuta was going through during his sister's adolescent syndrome, and how the faculty and his peers ignored and rejected his pleas for help, considering him insane and just believing bullshit. This appears to weigh somewhat on Akagi's mind, and Sakuta wonders if there's any link between her guilt over how the situation was handled and her desire to be altruistic, between both entering the nursing program and following these dreaming hashtags, trying to save as many people as possible from injury due to these hashtags. She brushes his accusations off, but he kind of parts ways with her, warning her not to change the future too badly, which is a nice grin and a wink to the problems that we're dealing with in this series with the appearance of Kirishima Toko after the time-altering events with the first movie. So Sakuta then goes to his job at the cram school, notices the kohai on the basketball team, the mountainous lad, and detects a little bit of schoolboy crush on his friend Rio. Then he has to deal with his one butthead student and the other good student, who are then interrupted by a third student who is looking to join his group, even though he had suggested that she would be better off joining Rio's because she is significantly better at math than he is. They have a little bit of an awkward interaction in the elevator, and he goes home to find a house full of girls, as 2/5 of Sweet Bullet are hanging out with his sister, and Mai is preparing dinner for all of them. Mai and Sakuta discuss using the upcoming Sunday to go on a date at the festival that's going to be happening at their college, at which Sweet Bullet is performing. He then gets a letter from Makinohara Shoko, whose family had moved to Okinawa. And so she's just kind of checking in, talking about how everything's doing great on the tropical island. And Mai warns him to not stray from looking at her once Shoko grows into the older version of her that he had fallen in love with in middle school.
Weird.
Time is weird that way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair.
At the festival, Sweet Bullet gets the crowd revved up, and after their performance, they ask Mai and Sakuta to go get some dessert, some treats for them. They end up at the stall run by some of the girls from the nursing program, and pretty much everybody that was at the mixer is there, and they finally see for themselves the physical proof that Mai and Sakuta are dating. He notices that Akagi is there and her arm is in a sling, and Mai, understanding how Sakuta's brain works, gives him permission to follow after Akagi to find out what's going on, at which point he confronts her again. As she's about to leave to go, what he suspects is deal with another hashtag dreaming accident, he tells her that that one was fake, that he set out as a trap to see if his hunches were right on what she's doing. Episode ends with something interacting with her body in a negative way that leads Sakuta to believe that she is suffering from adolescent syndrome, and that's where we leave off the episode.
As always, good show. Also, it kind of sounds like a yokai that was messing with her. I know it's adolescent syndrome, but it also fits the description of a yokai where it'll like mess with your hair.
Until the scene happened, I'd forgotten that detail about this story arc. It's actually very interesting what it is.
Fucking thing ruined a perfectly good pair of leggings.
Right? Yeah, just slid them right open.
Like, you fucker. Those are probably expensive.
She's a college student. She doesn't have money.
Yeah, we don't have fucking money.
Right?
I really like how this arc is less school orientated than the previous arcs were. Like, from previous seasons.
Yeah.
This season in general has been a lot of like, they're adults now with adult problem. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, I want to know what the fuck Kumini meant 2 episodes ago. Because I thought we were going to find out when he was talking to her and then...
No, because he and Kamisato are still dating.
Mm.
The thing that's been great with this series, but from my perspective, easier to pick up on because I know the future stories, is how much groundwork continues to be laid for the arcs that we're going to run into. It's so bad that we're watching this and I know the story and you don't because I've just... the anticipation. Because it's so good. All right.
Anything else?
Anticipation is building. I cannot wait.
Great core.
Everything is good. I'm slowly getting caught up on the shows. I've been distracted. Well, thanks for listening. Don't forget the regular podcast that comes out on Fridays. We are reviewing for this season Summer Hikaru Died, Sakamoto Days Season 2, and City the Animation. And don't forget to find us on our social medias and other platforms. Links below. Like and subscribe, hit that bell so you can find out when episodes come out. Otherwise, thanks for listening. Until next time.
Peace out.